Morning, guys. A little bit of technical difficulties this morning. All right. I do have the risk disclosure up here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get started here relatively soon. Um, Obviously, a little bit delayed today. So just briefly here, risk disclosure. Basically, the understanding is that the market trader is to be the information that the market trader is providing is to be treated as general information only. None of the information provided by the market trader is intended as investment advice and offered to buy, sell, recommend, endorse, or sponsor any security, company, instrument, or fund. We all understand that future trading contains a fair amount of risk and is not for every investor, and that the investor could potentially lose all or more of their investor's initial investment. Only risk capital money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Nothing, again, is contained herein is a solicitation to offer, buy, sell futures, options, or stock. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right. Again, guys, apologize for the little snafu. I wasn't able, for whatever reason, to start that other session, even though I was able to schedule it. I'm hoping that folks take a look at their chat window and realize that. So in any case, let's go ahead and get started here. And let's go ahead and start with the news here. See if I have the news. Don't look like I have the news up here just yet. So let's do that. Okay. All right. Let's locate. All right. Hold my screen. Okay. All right. Here we go. So we have the so here's our calendar here, guys. So let's take a look. Let's go ahead and clear it for the US here. 1 or 2 3-star events. Good morning, Alejandro. All right. So what do we have as far as news? Well, we have in about 50 minutes, we're going to have the PMI report coming in about an hour. Okay. And then we have at 10 a.m. Eastern, we have again some ISM manufacturing data, which could potentially move markets. All right. So we definitely should be aware of these. Okay. And 10 a.m. is already one of these times that we already kind of aware of and should be planning for on a regular basis here. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the markets here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the screen where I have the markets. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and pull up. Okay, the gold market. Okay, you guys can hopefully see this. All right, I see that you can. So let's go ahead. Okay, so here we are. We're going to go ahead and start with the daily chart here. So the daily chart, we've been kind of in this overlapping price action here for some time. Most recently, we've developed a bullish engulfing candle here at say around 2300. Okay, we have a couple of inside candles that we've developed since then. Okay, so we've gotten some rejection around 2350. All right, a couple of days that we've had Thursday and Friday, we've had some rejection. Actually, Friday, and also starting today, we've had some rejection here off this 2300, 2350 level. All right. So for our chart, okay, similar kind of thing. We are technically below this 233-day EMA. All right. This is an area that we care about. Okay. EMAs, this 233-day EMA, as you know, is kind of my litmus test. Long above, short below. Right now, we've gotten another rejection candle. Attempt to go higher has been met with some rejection. Hey, Frizu. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. Here we are. We've gotten a couple of relatively strong 30-minute candles here. Okay. Yes. Coming into an area here again around 23, looking back here to see. Okay. So this area here definitely seems to be an area of support. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that in as a demand zone, right? We've gotten multiple rejections. Okay. Multiple rejections away from this area. Okay. We had a push higher, reject, reject, reject. Okay. So this level, again, we have to kind of play it like it's been played in the past until it's broken. Okay. So this 2330 level in the gold market is something that I'm going to continue to keep an eye on. All right. Let's go ahead and open up the fixed range volume profile. Okay. Fixed range volume profile. I'm going to go ahead and locate this bar here and drag this across to 1330. Here it is. Okay. So we opened the market here above. Let's go ahead and open up initial balance here. We opened the market here above value. Okay. And then rapidly came back inside. Okay. So let's locate our initial balance. Let's go ahead and mark this in blue. All right. All right, there we are. Okay, so we have a relatively, strong initial balance range. So far, we've come back inside value, assuming that we can close inside this. Then, again, Jim Dalton will say that we have a 80% chance of getting back down to this 2330 level. So I'm going to go ahead and, again, like I mentioned, I'm gonna this area right here. All right, this area right here is going to be an area that I'll be watching. Okay, here in the gold market. All right, so let's go ahead and open up our average daily ranges. Okay, our average daily ranges. We have ADR high here. Let's go ahead and call it out here. We got ADR high here at 2351. Let's call it 2351. Might be a tick or two here, but we'll just go with that. ADR low here at where is that? ADR low here at who's that? 2321. Okay, 2321. All right, we got settlement here at where's settlement? Settlement is, what is it? 2336. 2336.6. All right. Okay, so those are some levels. Like I said, these are kind of approximate. This is kind of what 23.1.3. Okay. And then we have the level that below us here at .1 here. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and turn off ADR. Let's open up ASR, see what difference provides here. So we got the 2351.2 is kind of resonating again, okay? 2351.2, and then we have 2333.1, the exact same level that I have established here, okay, as a demand zone, okay. So all right, so again, this level for me is going to be a level of interest. I have ASR, I have the sort of the demand zone that we've created here, okay. So so that's what would be a I guess a bullish scenario, right? Price making its way down to this level down here and creating an opportunity to reversal in price here, okay. If I'm bearish in the market, well, I've already, I guess I would say I'm a bit late. Okay, we had an opportunity in pre-market here. It created a very nice engulfing candle here, right? And now we're headed and have come inside value, right? And now the expectation it's going to make it down to this 2333.1 level. Okay. Otherwise, now that I'm back, now that I'm inside it, well, the next logical level for me to kind of entertain a bearish trade would be up against IB high at 2345. Okay. If I'm interested in the short. So right now, I would say short at this 2331.1 level. Long at 2333.1 long. Okay. Assuming that we get the price action to support it. Short at this 2345 level are kind of the two levels that I'm looking at the moment. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the platinum market. Okay. Platinum. All right. We're going to go ahead and start with the daily here. All right. So daily chart. Okay. So what is the market trying to accomplish? Well, we've been in this bearish channel. We broke this bearish channel to the upside. And now it looks like we are in the midst of potentially, having a continuation move, okay, to the downside. All right. We have a rather ominous bearish candle here on the daily that is potentially going to break structure here. If it gets below this 984 or 985 level, okay, then we could be heading lower in platinum based on the daily chart. Okay. So let's go ahead and close this off. Let's go ahead and open up the 4-hour chart, see what the 4-hour chart has to say. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and turn off initial balance here for a moment. And again, we're right up against our 233-day EMA. We are below some anchored VWAPs and VWAPs that we have established. So price right now appears that it's wanting to head lower. Now we are coming into some areas here around 988, 985, 978 here that could be supportive, right? I'm looking here to the left. Okay, these are all areas that we could garner some support. Now, if we do manage to, I would say, get below 980, then we could continue to the next logical level, right? Just kind of making our way down to some demand levels that we see on the left-hand side. 973, maybe as low as 951. Okay, so we're coming into some important levels for the bulls. Okay, if the bulls are going to continue to control the market here, right, it needs to get above. Okay, it needs to remain above, let's say, this 988, 985 level. Okay, very important for the bulls to maintain this area. All right, 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. We have a developing, bullish candle. We are below some of these. I'm going to go ahead and see where these anchored VWAPs are. I'm going to go ahead and do away with some of these anchored VWAPs. Okay, I think that is pretty much being captured here now by this daily VWAP. All right. So again, this VWAP here could be used as a reference level, right, for a continuation move to the downside. Okay, if we do remain below this level, right, and have price action to support it, then we have a reasonable chance for a continuation move to downside. If we do manage to get above it, okay, then my view of platinum could change here to get us back up to this 233-day EMA, maybe as high as settlement price, because settlement price is one of those prices that kind of acts as a magnet to price. All right. So let's go ahead and open up our fixed range volume profile. Let's locate the candle for Friday. All right. Let's see here. Let's locate the Friday's candle here. Okay, we're going to drag that across. And here we are. Okay, so right now we're very much inside value. Okay, the initial balance range is, I think within tolerances. Okay, not doesn't seem overly extended. All right, we do have some news coming in that could potentially affect this. Okay, but we're on. There is a bit of, I would say, kind of a little bit of acceptance. Okay, in lower prices here. Okay, most of the volume in this market is on the low end of value. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that lower prices are being accepted. Okay, lower prices are being accepted. So if we do manage to close below with some momentum, okay, we can use 989.5 as a reference level for a continuation move to the downside. If we manage to hold this 989.5 and manage to break not only the VWAP to the upside, okay, also initial balance high, okay, well then this structure is changing from bearish to bullish, okay. So I'm going to use the 4-hour chart, okay, the 4-hour chart to as my guide, okay. I look at this current 4-hour candle. What is it trying to accomplish? Well, right now it's a little bit of an indecision, isn't it? Right? It doesn't really know what direction it should go. We have wicks on both ends of the candle, but it's still very much in a kind of downward move price wise, but very indecisive. Okay. So I'm going to let the 4-hour chart kind of be my guide. Okay. The next piece of information I'm going to be looking from the market is what side of this initial balance range is the market going to be able to take? Okay. Is it going to break to the upside and give me an opportunity for a bullish trade? Okay. Or is it going to break down to the bottom side below both value area low and IB low and provide me an opportunity further down? Okay. So those are kind of the scenarios I'm looking at in platinum. Again, I'll be tracking the 4-hour chart. I'll be paying close attention here to the initial balance high, initial balance low extensions. Okay. And see if I do get an extension either direction. That'll also give me some guidance as to what direction I should be taking this market. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the crude oil market. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and open up crude oil market. So we're going to go ahead and open up the daily chart. Okay, here we are. So what is the daily trying to accomplish here? Well, if you've paid any attention, okay, you can see that we are continue to make a series of higher highs and higher lows in this market. Okay, so and we've broken some structure to the side. Okay, to indicate that we could potentially be headed higher. What stands in its way? What stands in the way of price getting above? Well, I already have this daily supply zone that I've drawn, okay, that we've gotten some initial reaction, but this initial reaction was very, very much short-lived. We immediately on Friday, from Friday to Monday, we have a engulfing candle that's being developed. Okay, so while we are coming up against some supply zones, the price action that we're seeing so far is that there's pricing looks to go higher in this market. All right. So looking at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, I'm going to go ahead and turn off initial balance here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn off initial balance. So here we are. Okay, we've continued to make a series of higher highs and higher lows. We're just kind of magnifying into these candles. We see that the price action, it continues to be higher. We haven't really made any significant lows. Okay. We had a little push away from the supply area, right? But it has not broken this 80.50 or 80.45 level. Okay. This level right here, as long as price remains above it, okay, then we have to err on the side of the bulls, right? I do see a little bit of a demand zone here. All right. So you see the first reaction that we've gotten away from it. The next order of business for the bulls in order to maintain this market to the upside is to get above this 82.65 as high as 82.77. So 82.80 is going to be important here. Okay. So moving on to the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Okay. Again, we are challenging the highs. Okay. So here we are right up against this most recent swing to the downside. Okay. We're not quite above it, but we're very close. So if we do get above this 82.30 level on the 30-minute chart, there's nothing that in my view that keeps us from getting up to this 82.72, 82.80 level in this market. Okay. Let's go ahead and open up the fixed range volume profile. Let's locate the 6 o'clock bar here and let's drag that across to 1330 or 430 bar. Okay. So here we are going to stretch that out here a little bit. And lo and behold, we are above value. Okay. Price opened above value. So that is indicating there is bullish initiative or bullish price action to the upside. We did come back down to value area high and reversed away from it. So my initial, I guess, hypothesis or view or opportunity is going to be looking for an opportunity that allows me to participate in the market to the long side. Okay, so we had the value area high here that offered us an opportunity. Now I'm going to be interested to see if we do make an initial balance extension. This 82.26 level is going to be important, okay? Because this is the initial balance high and is also an area of prior resistance. So what was prior resistance becomes support, assuming we can get above it, okay? So this 82.26 level is going to potentially serve as a potential area to support a move to the upside, okay? If I'm bearish, well, I have an area up here at 82.80. Okay, 82.80 seems like a logical level to see that we might see some sellers. Because why? Because we've seen some sellers there in the past. So this area right here might be an area for reversal in price. So let's go ahead and open up ADR. Okay. So we got, where is ADR here somewhere? Okay, there it is. We're up against ADR as we speak. Okay. We've gotten some reaction away from it already once. We're back at it again in a relatively short order. Okay. So when that happens, well, chances are eventually it's going to get broken. Okay. So let's go ahead and locate this level here, and that is 82. Let's call it 82.18 ADR high, 82.18 ADR low. ADR low here is down at what is that? 80.72. Okay. 80.72. 80.72. Okay. We got settlement price. Okay. We got settlement price here at 81.54. 81.54. Write that in. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn off ADR here and turn on ASR. Okay, so ASR tells us that we can get up as high as 82.69, 82.69. Okay, on the upside, and then on the downside, we have 81.52. Okay, which is right around the settlement price, 81.52. All right. So I've already given you a couple of scenarios here. Okay, we have one bullish scenario, right? We get above this initial balance high range and we use 82.26 as an area to serve as a kind of a springboard for price to continue higher. Okay, that's one scenario. I get up to this ASR level, ASR high and also this um, uh, supply zone, okay, this 82.69, this 82.72 level, okay, this could serve as an area for reversal, okay, in price, okay. So I have some bullish scenarios can take us up to here, okay, and potentially provide us a bearish scenario to take us back down, okay. Now, if we do get above, right, we do have a 4-hour supply zone above us, okay, that could be resistant. Okay, so this area for me seems very ripe for some sellers. Okay, if we do manage to get above it, okay, above it in this case would be, relatively high here. Okay, in this 4-hour zone. But if we do manage to get above some of these reference levels that we see on the left-hand side, then that could spell continuation move to the upside. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty much what I have for the crude oil market. Let's go ahead and take a look at RBOB here. So I am kind of want to get to the equity markets here, relatively short order. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the daily chart. Okay, so the daily chart here, we're going to go ahead and remove this. I'm going to turn off some of our ASR and ADR levels here. Initial balance is okay to keep open. We'll actually turn that off here for a second. Okay, we'll keep this over. So similar kind of view, kind of feels like almost like platinum here for a minute. Okay, if I had to kind of do some comparisons here, but we have RBOB, we have price kind of break in this channel to the upside. Okay, get rid of some of these arrows and candles that I'm seeing here. So yeah, so let's zoom in here a little bit. Okay, so we have a developing bullish candle here. Okay, and we're starting to develop some structure. Okay, again to the upside. Okay, to the upside. We're in this kind of bullish channel to the upside. All right, we're up against some prior levels of resistance that have already started to become a little bit of reactive, but we have not broken any structure to the downside, indicating that price wants to head lower, or which is aligned with what we're seeing on the crude oil, right? So for our chart, same kind of thing. We remain in this bullish channel. We see that we're above this 233-day EMA. We're developing a bullish engulfing candle here. Okay, we're above this anchored VWAP. We're above currently price above settlement price. Hasn't closed yet, but it's currently above it. Okay, so all signs indicate higher pricing. Okay, this area right here, 255.25 is going to be important to maintain this structure to the upside. If we are going to maintain this structure to the upside, then we need to see a new high, and 255.40 is that level. All right, so 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this channel here, guys. Don't want to gray out what we want to look at here right now is the volume profile. Okay, going to kind of squeeze this into a little bit. Okay, try to maximize this view as much as I can without affecting the context here much. So let's go ahead and locate the 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock candle, drag that over to the 4:30 candle right here. Okay, so we are currently above, okay, above value. All right, similar to what we were seeing in crude oil. We're up against a area of support or supply here around this 254, 254.50. So let's go ahead and call out our levels. Let's start off with ADR high here. Okay, so we're up against ADR high, similar to what we were seeing in the crude oil market. So we're going to go ahead and call these levels out. We got ADR high here. We're kind of almost exceeded it here now. It's 255.21, not 255. It's 253.21. Okay, 2.53. 2.5321. Okay, we got ADR low at what is that? ADR low at 248.76. Okay, 248.76, 2.4876. We got settlement, okay, at 250, 250.16. All right, let's go ahead and turn off ADR and open up our ASR. Okay, ASR has us at 251.76 on the low end. Okay, 251.76, 2.51, 2.51. Oh, come on now. 2.5176. Okay, and on the upside, we have 255.69. Okay, so from an ASR perspective, we still have some room. Okay, we still have some room to the upside. Okay, these levels right here are going to be resistant. So for now, I would say on the RB market, much like the crude oil market, we need to look to see if we can how we can participate in a potential move to the upside. Certainly, if we get above, let's go ahead and open up initial balance here. Certainly, if we get above initial balance, this 254.25, which is breaking structure here to the upside, this could easily give us an opportunity. 254.25, if we manage above it, for a continuation move to the upside in this market. Okay, if we're looking short, well, we have ASR here. Okay, that the ASR here, this is prior day ASR. These two levels right here, 250, 255.65 or 250, 255.69 or 256. Okay, these areas right here could offer us some potential bearish trades, some reversal areas. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing in the RBOB, okay, gasoline futures. So let's go ahead and jump into the equity markets because we're 10 minutes away from the open here. And I know that I have a fair number of you that do the opening range trade. Okay, it's not something that I do, but I know that there's a fair number of people here that do. So let's take a look at the daily chart. All right, so what's the daily trying to tell us? Well, I'm going to go ahead and remove this here for a second. Don't need multiple of these. Let's go ahead and turn off ASR. Let's turn off initial balance. Okay, and let's go ahead and stretch this into a level here where you can get a feel for what the market is trying to do. Okay, and the market right now, what it's trying to do, it's kind of, I guess, I've drawn in this supply zone here. Okay, because it looks like it's having a little bit of difficulty getting above, you say, 20,380. Okay, having a little bit of difficulty getting above 20,380. Now, while the market is still higher, if it's actually gotten into a little bit of a range here, okay, a little bit of a range in price, and not only that, it has had difficulty making a new high. There's been a couple of attempts to get higher, but each time has been rejected. And now you can see here that we've created a little bit of a double top, okay, in this market, right? So what does that mean? Well, it could mean that we could see some price action that heads lower. We could fill in the gap that was created by rollover here, okay? That's certainly quite possible. If we do manage to do that and get below this structure, then we are looking at 19,100, 19,110, okay, for price to head. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. If we cannot make a new high, well, it's going to start to fill in some of the gaps and get to some areas where there's been support in the past. Okay, all right. Looking at the 4-hour chart. Okay, 4-hour chart, we're just kind of doing a magnifying glass. We're taking a closer look at these candles here. Okay, so very obvious here, right? We had a swing, right? Swing low, right? Swing lower. Okay, price has come back to this area, and what did it do? It reacted away from it. Okay, now we have a developing bullish candle. Okay, in otherwise, I would say more bearish kind of structure. Okay, this level right here, right now, right around settlement at 19,927.25 is going to be important for the bulls. Okay, if price manages to get below 19,009, was that 19,927? Okay, well, that'll open the door to get back down to 19,743. Okay, because we're starting to see that maybe that we are into some structure that could head lower. Okay, so this area right here could lead us down to this area. All right, 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Okay, so kind of looking at where we stand in reference to this EMA. We're below it. Okay, we've come up to it again. Now it's kind of stalled right around that same level. Okay, again, starting to develop some structure to the downside. Right, we have in the recent past, in the recent history, have not made any sort of new highs here. Every attempt to make a new high has been rejected. We got a swing, retracement, another swing lower. We had some price action that would indicate maybe that we're going to reverse, stall around this 20,020 level. If we cannot get above this 20,020 level, then the only logical direction for this market to go is lower. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing structure wise on the 30-minute chart, and that seems to be aligned with what we're seeing on the higher time frames. Right, the higher time frames is indicating that we're having some trouble getting above some of these levels. All right, so let's go ahead and open up the fixed range volume profile. Okay, let's locate this bar here, and then we're going to move that over to the 430 bar. So here we are right on the lower end of value. Okay, again, similar to, I can't recall what that market was, but we are kind of accepting lower prices here. If price remains below this EMA, below this point of control, then there's a potential that we could see price continue to head lower. Okay, we did get some reaction away from settlement price, but have yet to make a new high. All right, so let's open up the ADR levels. Okay, so we have ADR high here. All right, so ADR high. Oops. ADR high here. Okay, we have ADR high here at 20,009, 20,099.75. Okay, we have ADR low here at what's that look like? 19,841. Okay, 19,841.75. Okay, we have settlement at this 19,927. Was it 19,927? Yeah, 19,927.25. Okay, 25. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and open up ASR. Although the market has technically not opened yet, we'll go ahead and call it out. We have 20,164 to the upside, 20,164, 164.50. Okay. Okay, and then 19,976, 19,976.50. All right. So we've already kind of talked through a couple of scenarios. Okay. Right now we're up against this ASR low. If we are unable to break above it, if we're not able to get above, let's call 19,092, then it appears to me that price wants to continue lower. Okay. That's kind of the first scenario. We're in kind of bearish structure here, right? We have a swing, a little bit of kind of consolidation, overlapping in price, no new highs to speak of. Okay. So the natural progression for me is that we see continuation to the downside. Now, we're going to go ahead and open initial balance. Initial balance actually is not going to be open here for another 3 minutes. But if we do get above, say, 20,019, 20,020, then we will break some structure that will support a move to the upside. But I need to see, okay, price close above this level. Okay, as long as we remain inside this area, then I have to, again, respect the bearishness of this market here. Okay, right? It's because it appears to me it's developing a little bit of a supply zone at this level. All right, that's kind of what it appears to me, right? It's not. We've had a push lower, and price is struggling to get even close, even sniff this level above here. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and finish out this session with a view of ES. Okay, we'll close out the session with a view of ES here. Okay, so let's go ahead and move some of this stuff around here. Let's look at the daily really quickly. I don't anticipate it's telling us much different than what we saw. Okay, but some got a lot of overlapping prices here. So let's move some of this around here, reorganize some of this here. I'll go ahead and turn this off. I think that's good. All right, so here we are, similar to what we said before. Looks like its price is creating a little bit of a double top here. Okay, I see that we are struggling to get above in this market. What is this level? We're struggling to get above 55.85. Let's call it 55.8750. Okay, and have created a little bit of a supply zone here. Okay, horizontal price overlapping price action. Difficulty have yet to make a new high. Okay. All right. It's in consolidation. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour. All right. Let's zoom into these candles so you can see again, right? You can see again, we've made a swing low. We've made an attempt to get higher, rejected. Now we're back down close to settlement price, developing a little bit of a bullish candle here. All right. Uh, I would say that this is a relatively important area. All right. For the bulls, right? We had this strong move higher. Price has not made it below this level, right? I'm going to draw it in. This is a demand zone, okay? This is the demand area. So if I'm bullish in this market, I would not want to see price get below, let's say, 5,500, okay? 5,500. I would not want to see price get below 5,500 if I remain bullish in this market. Seems like there's a little bit of indecision as to where to take this market, and as a result, we're in this consolidation range. All right, 30-minute chart. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stretch this out here a bit. Okay, try to get as much context in the market as we can. Okay. So let's locate the fixed range volume profile here. Let's locate the 930 bar from Friday. Here we are, dragging that across to the 1330 bar here. Okay. So here we are, very much inside value. Okay. Very much inside value in this market. All right. We just got our opening candle here. So the market just opened. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the initial balance range now. So it opened up inside value. So the fact that we're inside value indicates that we're going to see potentially range price action. Range price action means that we need to focus on edges of the market more so than any other market, right? If we're in a trending market, then we have some other reference levels that we can kind of lean on. But if we're going to be in range, well, then value area high, value area low. Okay, though that's a range. Initial balance high, initial balance low. The highs of these are going to be part of my range. Okay. All right. Now, if we do get some initiative price action, breaks of 59, 55, 41, we have a reasonable chance to get up to these levels, right, before we can potentially see any sort of reversals up here to price gets above 55.39 right now, or let's say 55.40, then we have a reasonable chance to get up to 55.56 or 55.61. All right, these are all targets for this price action. All right, so let's go ahead and open up ADR. Okay. We have some confluence here between ADR high and value area high. Okay, so this area is going to be relatively important. So we have ADR high here at value area high. Okay, so this level here at we'll call it we'll use value area high as the reference. So that's 55, 58, 55, 58, 25. Okay, ADR low here is at 55, 11, 50, 55, 11, 50. Okay. Settlement price is 55, 46. 55, 46. Let's turn off ADR here and let's turn on ASR. Okay. Where are these levels? Okay, well, we have a level here at 55, 56, 50. Okay, relatively close to our ADR levels. 50. Okay, where's ASR low? Well, ASR low is 55, 17, a little bit higher. So 55, 17, 50. Oops. 55, 17, 50. All right. Yes, we are very much, we are very much has the potential of being in a range today. All right. So we have to use range strategies in this market, right? We can't use necessarily trend-based strategies. So things like, maybe the daily VWAP is not going to be a good source of references for us today because the VWAP is going to be relatively flat. Okay. Notice the VWAP here already. Price is traversing through both directions of VWAP, right? Yeah, basically sell the highs and buy the lows is kind of what this market looks like. This level right here, we talked about before, 55, 56, 50. If it does manage to get to that level, that would be a logical area to fade this market. Maybe even if the initial balance range stays where it is at right now, 55, 39, 25 could be an area for price to support our fading this market. Okay. Right. So 55, 39, 25. If we're a buyer, then we look at the IB low. Okay. We also have another demand zone at 55, 17. Right. So yes, we need to focus in on extremes of levels. Value area high, value area low, fade highs, buy lows. Okay. That's kind of what it's telling us as far as opening inside value from Friday. Okay. All right. I think that is pretty much what I wanted to share here with the markets. I do apologize for the little bit of confusion here in the morning with starting this session. Okay. Um, don't hesitate to hit the like button here as you make your way out of the session. Otherwise, I would encourage you to trade well, trade safe, trade like a pro, be a market trader. Okay. So we will have group coaching later today, guys, at our normal time of 6 p.m. CST. In the meantime, I'm going to make my way over to the Coach Race channel. All right. So you guys know where that is. I'm going to head my way over there. So I guess it is Monday. We do have some news coming up here in the next half hour or 25 minutes. So I would say that you need to be patient for that. Okay. Wait for that to happen before you take any sort of significant position in any direction in the markets here. Okay. So with that, I again wish you guys well in the markets. Trade well, trade safe, trade like a pro, be a market trader, guys. All right. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys either in Coach's Raise channel or later today in group coaching. Until then, arrivederci.